Hello, people. Hello. Okay, so today we're gonna do a Q&A with Ilya, the sniper and lead level designer at Overkill. We're gonna call him in a second, and then we're gonna start off with questions. We're gonna have some people exclude and icy, giving away keys to random people if they're following. If you want to ask us questions, head us up on Twitter or in the chat with either the hashtag IlyaQ&A or just in the Twitch chat, and we'll try to answer those or have those questions answered. Let's go. Good day.
Hello, hello, hello.
And we have everyone in? Yes, we have. Okay, let me switch scene. There we go. Hopefully. Yep. Okay. Hello, my name is Odin. We have Ilya, and we have John Wayne. Okay, so as I said before, we're gonna have random key giveaways in the chat for the sniper pack, or the Sokol character pack, and the ninja pack. First off, okay, let's just start with the question, shall we? Or do you want to
Yeah, sure.
Introduction, maybe?
I'm Ilya. I'm the lead level designer at Payday 2. I work at Overkill, and I'm here to hopefully answer some questions.
Okay, well,
Short.
Starting at
Short and nice.
Starting at Overkill, what did you do before you worked at Overkill?
Okay, so before... Let me just fix my screen. There we go. Before Overkill, I worked at a company called Grin, which some might know was a game company as well that was started by the brothers Bo and Ulf Anderson. And when Grin went bankrupt in 2009...
We just lose connection.
With me?
We just
Or with John?
lost connection for a quick second with the stream. So yeah, you started at Grin Software, and from there on.
I even worked at a place called Zootfly in Slovenia a year before Grin. But then Grin for 3 years, and then when Grin went under bankruptcy, we founded Overkill, basically. So Overkill is founded by 8 people, and all of those 8 people were from Grin.
Okay. So, how did you find out about Overkill? I guess we have answered that question about Grin.
Yeah.
And how is it working for them?
It's nice. It's I mean, it's a company we founded, and we sort of had some. We always kept it underground, rock and roll, sort of do our own thing, and we didn't grow to be too many, which we also set out to do. Like we said, let's keep it to a small, intimate team, and that's what we have done.
Okay.
And that's nice.
Okay, cool. John, I guess you are going to do the next couple of questions.
All right, so we know you voiced Ilya the Sniper. Do you voiced any other ones that you're not credited on in Payday 2, or?
No. Apart from, like, before we had voice actors in the game, like the real voice actors, all of us chipped in on all the robbers and Bane. Well, Bane was Simon, obviously, but everybody did sort of like 1 or 2 or 3 random ones. You don't want to hear them. It was horrible.
And then, so who's your favorite heister in the game?
Well, for me, it has to be Wolf. He's based on Ulf Anderson, who was our game director, game designer, old dear, very good friend of mine. So yeah, I like him.
Okay. And do you have any favorite supporting characters, or maybe characters from like the Payday web series? Or?
I don't know if a lot of people remember Ralph from Diamond Heist, the like owners, the son, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
He's based on Anders, also their friend and an Overkill employee. So Ralph, and I have to say Chavez, if you guys remember as well, from the apartment one, the Panic Room.
Okay. Okay.
I liked him. He was cool.
Okay. As a consumer of the game, which heist is your favorite heist to play?
It's a hard question. I haven't really played the game as a consumer for a while. So it's been a lot of work. But the one I enjoy the most now is the casino heist. It's very new. I haven't played it a lot. I mean, all other heists I've played, countless amount of times. So, it has to be casino. It's the one I played the least until now.
Okay.
And I think it's a really good heist as well. So.
Yeah, it is. It is currently my most favorite stealth heist. It's fun to stealth and it's fun to loot as well. Different mechanics in between both aspects of the game.
Yeah. There's a lot of work put in both stealth and combat on that one. I think it stands out between all the other heists a lot. Like there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can do a lot of stuff. You can put the drills up before and earn time, and I just like it. It's very you can play it in a lot of ways, and they all make sense. And it's hard to get bored of.
Yes, a lot of variety.
Yeah.
Chat is saying that my microphone is a little bit low. Let me quickly fix that.
Sure.
So John, if you could go with the next couple of questions.
Okay. Then, have you done many of the achievements for the game? While actually playing the game?
Yes and no, because it's all tied to my Steam account, so I can't really recall which ones have been done. Even if I do them while we develop the map, I still get the achievement. So I can't remember which ones I've done legit and which ones I just got by pressing a button in the menu or doing them before they're done.
Then, do you have any favorite achievements that you maybe help put in the game, or?
I like all the ones that are actual achievement. Where they force you to still do the objective, but you can you have to play it really good, really well, and then you get an achievement for being extra good, so to speak. So that's one of my favorites. And then of course I love Hot Lava, both 1 and 2.
Hot Lava is a really fun one. It was quite difficult as well. Difficult because I didn't know the path yet.
And it's random too, so sometimes it can get really difficult, and sometimes it's a little easier.
Yeah, when it's on the lower floors of the warehouses, it's way more difficult than on the higher floors. Is it actually doable if it's on the lower floors?
It is doable. It's very, very, very hard, but it is doable. But I like those achievements. I mean, for me, even when I play other games, if I get an achievement for, oh well, you shot your gun, grats, here's an achievement. It doesn't really feel like an achievement. So I really like the hard ones, and every time I design achievements or make achievements, I strive to make really hard ones and stuff that sort of takes you out of the mission for a little bit. And also it's Hot Lava. I like those. Because when you complete them, you're like, fuck yeah. There's a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah. So that basically also answers the question, how about the most challenging, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of more challenging ones in Payday 2. I sort of feel sorry for you guys sometimes, but then I don't.
I today finished the finding the meth lab on the dockyard. That one.
Okay.
That one isn't per se challenging. It's more like,
Luck.
do I have the ingredients? No. Okay, restart. It's now.
Yeah.
It's fun to do though.
Yeah, but I have to agree though, like that one, and I have like if I had any regrets with achievement, it's the power box one.
Guessing game.
Guessing game, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it is like it's sort of fun, but it's not fun. But it was fun at the time when we did it and when we tried it. But yeah, then when we saw people actually try it, we figured out, or we sat down and we were like, fuck, that wasn't that fun actually.
Yeah.
It made sense at the time. I'm really sorry about that one.
It's fun to see what people come up with to do them.
Yeah.
So, has there been any cut content which you wish had been released? Either
Yeah,
in Payday 2 or Payday the Heist.
Yeah, I mean both. We make a lot of stuff, and then every time you start a new project, you're like, yeah, we're gonna have this and this and this and this, and then time and reality sort of catches up, and you have to kill some babies or kill some darlings. I don't wanna I really do, but I shouldn't, because a lot of that stuff we bring back in later, because it's fun and it's stuff that we basically had to cut for time measurements, or maybe we didn't have something back then that we have now that makes it possible to do, or because ideas are always ideas. Like it can be really nice on paper, and you go, it's going to be awesome, and then you implement it, and you go, yeah, it's not that fun when you actually play it. But then later on, I mean, we keep adding stuff. We do all these DLCs, and like we have driving, and we have all these new features, and then some old stuff comes back, and it makes sense. So I don't want to really go into detail because there's a chance that we might release something. I wouldn't want to spoil it for you guys.
Okay, that makes sense. John, could you go ahead and do the next ones?
And then, if you could build any heist from the ground up, like what's your like dream heist that you want to make?
It's funny, like in Payday 2, my dream heist was the big bank with the pre-planning and all that stuff, but I didn't actually do that one. It was a guy called Sebastian, Carrot. I mean, we all collaborate, and I'm the lead, so I sort of, touch up on everything, but he was the master person for that one. But I don't know if I should say, because maybe I'll end up doing it one day. But it's a heist where... let's see. Let me think, so I can be clever for a while. It's hard, so I don't give away too much. It's a heist where the pre-planning is a lot more decisive than what it is now, and the outcomes are not so much random as they are player-driven. So depending on what you do, that happens in the next day and the next day. But it's sort of like I don't want to say how many days it is because I don't know, but it's like 5 days job, and what you do then in day one sort of gives you all these alternate paths for day 2, and then in day 2 then more outcome in day 3, so on. But yeah, I mean, maybe one day we'll see. I want to do more branching basically,
like election day or framing frame.
Yeah, exactly. But even more, I would say. Maybe from when you get to day 2 in framing frame, maybe it's not always in the train. Maybe you're on the other side. Maybe you're the guy in the chopper. Blah blah blah. Some stuff. So a little more crazy.
Okay.
Those are really hard to do, and they take a lot of time to prototype them. That's basically why they don't exist at the moment.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we have next? Which was your favorite heist to build or to make?
Well, the one we're making now is really, really nice. I think people are gonna like it. I can't say what it is, but from the ones that are already released, Casino for sure, one of them. The Bomb as well.
Which one of the Bomb?
The Bomb heists. Dockyard and Forest. I like them both. sort of as a production standpoint. I mean, we made them as one thing, but it's two separate levels.
Yeah.
It's really fun to work with the Lion guys. They're really, really awesome. Great dudes. Yeah, so those two, and from the original game, just not let anything from Payday 2 be out, I would say... blew up the lab, which was an accident.
Sorry, we got cut out again, the internet derp,
Okay.
so you were just about to say which was your favorite heist to make.
Yeah, okay, so apart from the DLC ones with Lion,
Yes.
rats, because the blowing up of the lab wasn't supposed to be like that. It wasn't supposed to actually be able to happen, and then some. Yeah, I hadn't scripted it completely, and people kept blowing up the lab, and it was so much fun, so we kept it and sort of worked around. So, okay, how can we make it so that you can actually blow up the lab? And that's why it's like this. That was fun.
It's quite innovative to see how that came about, because, like, as
Yeah.
you say, it hasn't been intentional.
No, not from the start. Like the plan was, and that's maybe also why it's my favorite, because it's so much work to like the logistics of the heists and all that stuff, and like you can't fail. We don't want the players to fail because it's a co-op, and maybe players are, not as good as some players, and if they fuck up, it's annoying to restart and blah blah blah. So one of the core rules is you can't fuck up unless you die. So you can't you press the button and then everybody died. But that's what kept happening on Rats. So we just rebuilt it so it didn't fail you. It just made it worse later on.
What about Rat's Death Wish, where you would die when you blow up the lab?
Yeah, but that's just first of all, it was like, yeah, let's just give everybody a surprise, and it's a Death Wish, which is like, yeah, I mean, normal people, when they start the game, they hopefully won't start a Death Wish. They're a little more clever than that. I don't start a game and go, yeah, I'm gonna play on super hard. I sort of learn it first.
Yeah. Are there other mechanics that you have seen done by players in an unintentional way?
In the beginning, like beta, the open beta, all that stuff, there was a lot of things. I mean, it's always like that. You make something and then you go, yeah, this is how it is. And then people play it and they like, yeah, I can do it this way. And it just played completely differently, which is awesome. I don't know anything in particular, but I know people started doing crazy stuff with the bags that I never thought they would. And but no, I can't really think about anything specific.
Okay. What feature or aspect of the game is your favorite? As in, like, mechanic or...
Yeah. Yeah, what's my favorite? I mean, nothing is fun by itself. Like, a game with only stealth, I don't like. A game with only, pagers would suck. Pre-planning, I'll have to say for now at least. I really like the idea, and it's something I think we need to push the limit on a little bit, like we did on Casino, but try to go even further. Like, let's go crazy with pre-planning and actually like make it matter much more in the heist. Because it's, I mean, when people say, yeah, we're gonna rob a bank, then you go, okay, let's sit down, and you wouldn't. It's such a thematic, correct, cool thing in robbing banks. So I think that's something we should focus on and make it better.
Okay.
And do you think pre-planning is going to be added to all the previous maps in the game, or are you guys talking about doing that retroactively?
Yeah, I mean, we already added it on some of the older ones. It's nothing. It's something ideally you would do it on all of them, but some of them really don't actually like gain something from it. So I don't know. I think it's I wouldn't want to do it just to shoehorn it in just to have it. If it makes sense, then I think we can do it more and more. But I agree that there are some more old highs that could really benefit from pre-planning.
And then another question: do you have any textures in the game that maybe that you put your own personal touch on, or like little Easter eggs maybe that you put in there yourself?
Like the vase in 4 stores.
Yeah. Yeah. Not as much textures as like I'm a really bad like Easter egg guy. They're so deeply rooted. It's like far-fetched. Nobody ever gets them, which is also fun because there's I don't know if you guys know. I think on jewelry store or Ukrainian job, there's a chance that there are 2 girls in the office, like in the office on the back.
Yes.
Yeah, and only when these 2 girls are spawned, there's a cup on the table. Otherwise, there's no cup. It's like retarded, but it's... Yeah.
I gotta go grind for that to find that.
So it's like 2 girls, 1 cup. Yeah, funny. But yeah. I was young and stupid. It was a long time ago. But I mean, it's just stupid stuff like that nobody gets. And then I laugh to myself and people say you're an idiot. And I am, sometimes.
Any chance that the safe house will get a rebuild? It's kind of gross that 11 houses are sharing the safe house with no bathroom or toilet.
Yeah, I won't go into details, but yeah, it will be.
Okay.
Things will happen.
Cool.
Cup is not the secret. There we go. Yeah, now everybody's gonna quit the stream and go find the cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah.
And, well, the other thing was basically, I know you guys are working on like an announcement for like safe house customization and everything like that next month. So is that going to be maybe included? Like maybe what's all going to be in there? You know?
I couldn't answer it for sure. I'm really bad at like PR and all the stuff that happens. I'm really focused on just making the stuff. So I'm actually not sure what has been said and what it will be. I mean, I guess it will, since it's about safe house customization. So. But don't take my word for it.
Okay. Let's see. So we have talked a bit about the branching paths of Election Day, that you really like that. And that there might be something coming up in the future, something like that. Are you satisfied with the way how the framing frame branch pathing is has come out?
Yes, in the sense of, I mean, when you make a game, you go like, yeah, we're gonna have all that stuff, as I said before, and then you sort of have to cut down and be realistic and all that stuff. But some things you just keep holding on to, like, don't let go. I'm gonna make it no matter what. And then that's one of those things where we grinded it out just to sort of try, see how it is, and I'm happy with not happy. I'm satisfied because it's there, and then we can keep on building. But I think it can be much better than what it is.
Okay.
If that makes sense, I don't even. Yeah.
It makes sense enough. Oh, thank you, Toxic Nitro, for subscribing. That's fantastic.
2 thumbs up.
Okay. So Vlad's White Christmas and Cook-Off are fun. Is there a point where we get but there is a point where we get kind of like, oh, this is basically what we're doing, like an hour long, right?
Yeah.
Basically bag throwing simulator in Cook-Off. If there was an endless heist to be released, how would you keep it fresh?
I think with the stuff we have, we could. I mean, you could. First thing first, if it's endless, it's gonna be fresh for a while, and then it's endless. So you're still gonna keep on doing whatever it is, and how much stuff there is doesn't really matter because it's endless. So at one point, it's gonna get bored. But I don't know. I would probably do something with more locations where you have to maybe rest with the bag throwing. Maybe conveyor belts at an industry where you have to sort of like if you put it on a conveyor belt and then it ends up somewhere, and it's like a labyrinth that you somehow somewhere else have to control. So like, okay, if we pull this lever, then it's gonna be like this, and then it's actually gonna end up in that thing. And then this changes, so you don't want to put it in a lava, so you have to switch it again, and maybe something where the player action is. I mean, it's still bags because you steal stuff in bags, but maybe have something where the bags travel, or like you have to time it with a conveyor belt through a fan, and if you miss, it fucks up the bags, so you have to do it again. And, some stuff. Maybe.
Sounds interesting. I'm looking forward.
Yeah, that's not an announcement, but
no. But glad that you have some great ideas for stuff like that, stuff like endless heists.
But it's as I said. I mean, that's even now when I said it, I'm like, that's pretty cool. But you have to prototype it and test it and make sure it's actually fun.
Yeah.
If the bags keep falling off, then it's not that fun.
Mm-hmm. Like in Casino Heist with the elevator.
Yeah, because every engine has its limitation, and you sort of have to work with. It's as I said, it's easy to have an idea, but then you actually have to make it work and make it bug-free as much as possible and all that stuff. So.
Yeah.
And if you were going to go back and revise any of the older maps, or including like Payday the Heist and everything like that, and maybe like add them to Payday 2 or anything, what do you think would be the heist you'd want to do the most with that?
Oh, I think we just lost him. Okay. Oh.
Yep.
Hey.
I think you're back.
Did I?
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Okay, but you're back now. So.
Cool.
John?
Okay, and so basically, if you were to go back and revise any of the heists or re-release any of the heists from either like Payday the Heist or Payday 2, which do you think you would want to most revisit?
That's a tough question. Probably the DLC ones, I think. Also, Payday, all of them are good and I like them. It's just that I played them so much, there's no, I can't explain in words how tired I am of certain heists. So I have to say the later ones then, which is Undercover it's called, right? Undercover?
Yeah.
And Counterfeit.
Okay.
Do you think we'll maybe see some of those original Payday the Heist ones that you're maybe working on right now, or can you say that, or I'd be added to Payday 2?
I can't say anything, obviously, but I don't know. People actually seem to really want them. So